Hello, beautiful patriots.
Hello, patriots and ons, digital soldiers, and proud deplorables.
This is Carrie.
This is Joel
And we are the Quiet Boys.
of Truth.
All right, we're hoping that maybe this fourth time that we try to do our live show that you can hear us this time.
Hoping.
If
anyway.
anybody's out there, can you let us know that you can hear us loud and clear? Give us the old 5-5.
Yeah,
Five.
sounds like we're good, I think. I think that we are good now.
All right, then in that case, I would like to give my fourth shout out of the evening to our wonderful, lovely subscribers.
Yes, absolutely. We've been shouting you guys out. And
We
you didn't
have.
Even know.
We've told you repeatedly how much we love you and how grateful we are to your support. So, yeah, we're just so grateful that you all are here with us on this amazing, crazy roller coaster ride that we are all on right now.
Yeah, no kidding. Crazy stuff.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so the fires are continuing, more and more fires. So guys, we're not even in an area that is directly near a fire, and our air quality is absolutely horrible. I mean, you cannot see the beautiful blue sky. We haven't been able to see it for at least a few days here, right, Joel?
Yeah.
And the air quality is just terrible. You can feel it as soon as you walk outside, just that heavy, thick, smoky, hazy, nasty air. And if we're getting that here and we're not even as close to the fires as some of you guys are, just please stay safe, guys. If you can at all stay, inside as much as you possibly can, please do that. Try not to stay outside for too long if you can help it. And normally I don't advocate wearing a mask, but this is the one situation where I would say if you have to be outside for extended periods of time, go ahead and pop on that mask, guys.
Yeah. However, something that be interesting to point out is that the masks aren't really working against smoke.
Not going to
very
work.
well.
I know. You're right. They don't.
But here's
work.
something that's hilarious. They've come out and said that because a particulate of smoke is small enough to get through the mask, and a virus is even smaller than a particulate of smoke.
Yeah. So
masks don't work?
Masks are, we've known this all along. Right. They're ineffective and ridiculous.
Right.
So, okay. So yeah, the last time we went live was on the 13th, and we covered most of the posts from that day. Let's see. It looks like the last one, or there was a couple that came in after we shut it down for the day. And this is one of them. Yet another picture of these supposedly anti-fascist folks who are out there wreaking havoc and setting fires and trying to destroy our beautiful country. So, yep, here we go. Some more pictures of these guys. All right, and Q says, know your enemy.
Know your enemy. That's right.
So, yeah, they've been planning this for a long
you guys saw this. Antifa units training and fighting in Syria. Look at that, guys.
So this has been planned, and they are systematically going around and setting these fires.
Yeah, yes, they are.
These guys are all going to be caught, and this is going to stop.
Climate change activists.
Right, yeah.
And they're arsonists.
Yeah, so we've had several reported cases of arson. We know all the people that have been getting arrested for arson, and yet the only thing I heard on the mainstream media yesterday, Joel, about arson was Joe Biden calling our president a climate arsonist. Of all things, that was the only use of the word arsonist on mainstream media.
Wow.
That's the only thing they're saying.
A climate arsonist.
They're blaming.
Wait a minute. Isn't that what these guys are? these are arson. This guy looks real happy to be there. Come on.
These guys are
turn that frown upside down.
Literally being arrested for arson, and they're calling Trump a climate arsonist, whatever the heck that means.
Wow.
So basically there's not one peep about any of these fires being set intentionally. Nobody who watches those channels exclusively is being told that information. Nobody being told that information.
Right.
Yeah, and they're once again They're saying that President Trump is not listening to the climate change science, which is all bogus.
It's because there's no science. They literally set fires all over the western United States saying it was climate change that caused it.
Right.
Yet there's none up north in Canada and none down south.
Exactly. And President Trump said we need to work on fire management. You know how and fire prevention and forest management. And they basically said that everything he said was a lie. And that he's a climate arsonist. Like, I actually laughed when I heard that, though, because it's just so absurd.
All right, so let's get on to post 4695. This was dropped 13th of September. This was another one that came in later in the day after we'd gotten off. Looks like Q took a picture of patches from an anon on the board, Operation Iraqi Freedom Veteran.
Yeah, we have some beautiful patches here. Yeah. Very lovely.
Look at that. B2 Combined Task Force.
I like that Q there.
Yeah, that gold
that
Q.
Middle patch there.
Yeah, look at that, guys. Clowns to the left of me, jokers to the right. Here I am, stuck in the middle with you. Okay, I won't sing that much, guys. Sorry. Anyway, yeah, look at this.
Okay, Meatloaf.
Anyway, yeah, that's pretty awesome. And Q says, strength and honor, warrior. We stand at the ready, always.
Very nice. Very nice.
That is so cool. So cool.
All right. So then we had a couple more posts from the 13th. Let's see. 4696 came in at 6:29 p.m. and it's a tweet from President Trump. The United States of America will be designating Antifa as a terrorist organization. Yeah. This is from back on May 31st of 2020.
Okay, moving on to post 4697. We have a list of names here, guys, and not all of them. A lot of them you'll get like a narrow.
Yeah, actually, most of them you get an error message and you can't see anything. However, you can click on some of them. We're not going to click on all of them. I mean, there's way too many there, guys. From what we have been able to access. Every one that we've been able to open has been about somebody who's been arrested for arson. Right. So this is a list of their names. Yeah. These are all the people who so far have been arrested for arson. And down there at the bottom, it says combat tactics, Mr. Ryan. By turning into the path of the torpedo, the captain closed the distance before the arm itself.
Interesting.
Yeah, so do you want to maybe click on one of them that works? I think this one here.
This one?
Was it that one?
I do not know.
Just so we can kind of give you an idea of what comes up.
So this one looks like it was published August 19th of 2020. Monterey County deputies arrest arson suspect in 2,500-acre Big Sur fire.
Wow. Okay. Oh, yeah, and that's one of the guys that we have his mugshot in a previous post. Yeah, so it seems like these are all arsonists that it's showing us here.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, you guys can definitely
check that out.
Check those out. Okay, so the next one we have, oh man, I wanted to look further into this one. Haven't had a whole lot of time to do that, guys. But it's a tweet from Chuck Grassley, and he's talking about corn being harvesting. So let's check that out real quick, or being harvested, I should say. He says the ear of corn is developed and will soon be ready for harvest. So again, with the corn.
And yeah, it goes to an Instagram video where he's like talking about like, this is funny.
Was there a thread here, Joel?
No, there's not a thread here. It goes to an Instagram video where he's talking about ears of corn on the stalk. He's like, oh, you see these little dents in the end of the ear of the corn? It means it's ready to be harvested. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah.
All right.
Was there a thread in there that somebody else wrote or something?
I saw something earlier, guys. I apologize for not having it ready for you, but there was a lot of talk about what he meant by the corn thing. We've seen. Yeah, I don't know where it is. If we find it,
Kellogg's Corn Pops. Sorry, some of these are just hilarious, guys. Yeah, I don't see the thread in here.
If I find that, guys, I will leave that for you.
Yeah. Okay. So, wow. Okay. Big drop. Here we go. So this came in September 14th at 12:23 p.m., I'm assuming.
Just to be clear, that was yesterday, right, folks?
Yeah, that was yesterday.
Okay.
Yeah. So, yeah, post 4699. What happens when people in positions of power are sympathizers to the cause or part of that same organization themselves? What is a safe zone? Why are riots conducted in specific Democratic controlled locations? What happens when elected officials, governors and mayors in the kill box, handcuff the officers instead of the criminals?
Ooh, that's what they're doing.
What happens when elected officials, governors, mayors refuse to call in the National Guard or other federal assistance, sacrificing the lives and well-being of the community for a calculated political gain or other? So we got an article here. Let's go check that out.
Okay, yeah, yet another one.
Yet another one.
Can you click off that, Joel?
Oh.
Joel's trying to multitask here again. He's looking at the chat.
Yeah. Sorry, guys.
Okay, so yet another. Domingo Lopez Jr. was arrested Sunday afternoon for allegedly starting one fire. He was released and arrested again hours later after police said he started 6 more.
My word.
Yeah, okay. Why did they let him go after he started a fire? You know, I mean, come on.
Plastic bottle with a wick was seized as evidence. Huh, okay.
All right. And then, does Antifa fear prosecution? Would they continue to operate if they did? What organized group or groups are bailing out rioters within 24 hours of arrest? What happens post bailout? Do charges remain enforced or dropped by DA? Yeah, as we know, they are getting out. They have no fear of prosecution because they're being guaranteed their
Well, look at this. August
safety.
11th, 2020. Prosecutor won't act on low-level Portland protests arrests.
I remember this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember this when they come out. Charges will be dropped unless they involve property damage, theft, use of force, or threat, which of course they won't be able to prove any of that when they pull them in, right? So they're going to release them immediately.
Immediately just drop them, yeah.
This whole thing is ridiculous. You know, it's the whole, everything is a projection. When they call it a safe zone, that means it's the opposite of a safe zone. It's only safe for the criminals.
Right. Yeah, not you, not law-abiding
It's not
citizens.
safe for the people, right?
Yeah.
The people who are just trying to live their lives and have their businesses, you know, and take care of each other. And it's not safe for those people.
DA will not act regarding okay, I already read that. Low-level arrests. Have all refusal to bring charges been related to low-level arrests?
Well, let's look at this.
I mean, this was Andy No, right?
Mm-hmm.
Last tweet from DA Mike Schmidt, the new DA who isn't prosecuting Portland rioters, is a tweet promoting an interview with his buddy, a militant Antifa activist. His friend is part of a campaign by communist Angela Davis to defund police, abolish prisons, and demand reparations.
What? Just before I was sworn in as DA, he says, I sat down with an old buddy of mine for an interview about my priorities as district attorney and rethinking what public safety means.
Wow. And look,
and so, yeah, there's a link to that interview. We'll leave this for you guys.
Yeah. Wow.
That's ridiculous.
And then Q goes on, finishes up with sympathizer, other. What happens when prosecutors, board of county commissioner members, volunteer firefighters, etc., are sympathetic to the cause? What happens if the organization Antifa itself is aware? Infiltration, not invasion. Q.
And what if they're not even just sympathetic? What if they're a part of it? You know, I mean, who knows how deep this goes? How many people that are part of this network are holding positions of power?
Right.
You know?
Right. Yeah, I'm sure there's quite a few.
Craziness. All right. Post 4700 from yesterday, the 14th at 12:34 p.m. Worth remembering. Think what you see today. Now, remember, guys, a couple of days ago, we were told to track the events that
Track the
happened from the
events.
14th to the 18th, right? And then I
Yep.
believe it was the 21st to the 25th.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so hopefully everybody out there is paying attention to everything that's happening. I mean, I know we're all busy. We
Head
have
on a swivel, guys.
jobs. Yeah,
Yeah,
but
head on a swivel.
we're doing the best we can. Let's go ahead and check that out, see what that is. Oh no.
It's an error code. Oh, lame, man. Okay.
So insurgency can be defined as the organized use of subversion and violence to seize, nullify, or challenge political control of a region. Insurgents seek to subvert or displace the government and completely or partially control the resources and population of a given territory. They do so through the use of force, including guerrilla warfare, terrorism, and coercion intimidation. Propaganda, I'm not sure why it's separated like that, subversion, and political mobilization. Insurgents fight government forces only to the extent needed to achieve their political aims. Their main effort is not to kill counterinsurgents, but rather to establish a competitive system of control over the population, making it impossible for the government to administer its territory and people. Insurgent activity is therefore designed to weaken government control and legitimacy while increasing insurgent control and influence. Insurgents require supporters, recruits, safe havens, money, supplies, weapons, and intelligence on government actions. A robust insurgency can be waged with the support of just a small percentage of a given population. Next, counterinsurgency may be defined as comprehensive civilian and military efforts taken to simultaneously defeat and contain insurgency and address its root causes.
Wow.
Q. Oh, so they're getting all of this stuff, guys. They've got their supporters, they've got their recruits, they've definitely got their safe havens, their safe zones. They've got the money, they've got the supplies, they've got the weapons, and they've got intelligence and government actions. So this is exactly what we're seeing right now. They are literally infiltrating our country,
Yeah,
guys.
they have been for a minute now.
Now, this part, that part down there at the bottom was what I found interesting. Comprehensive civilian and military efforts. That's
right.
us, y'all. That's us, folks.
Yep.
We're the counterinsurgents here.
Yep.
Because we're not going to give over our country without a fight.
That's right.
You can't have it, guys. We're not giving it to you.
Nope. Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Oh,
so
man.
Then we go to post 47. This was dropped September 14th, 2020 at 1:00 p.m. And it looks like we've got an article to king5.com. Oh, okay. I remember seeing this.
Oh, yeah. The power poles being cut with chainsaws.
Yeah. So very dangerous. Police and FBI investigate power poles cut with chainsaw in Snohomish County. Now that's up in Washington. Because of the potential for serious injury and the fact that someone is tampering with the public power supply, the FBI is now assisting in the investigation. So this article is from back on August 19th of 2020. However, I've heard recent reports that they're trying to do the same thing now with chainsaws, trying to cut down power poles. Yep. So several power poles in Snohomish County have been vandalized with a chainsaw. Yeah. Yeah, that's dangerous. That's really dangerous. I mean, yeah, this right here. Check this out. Linwood Police Commander Sean Doty said that case is especially unsettling considering the lines carry more than 12,000 volts. Ooh. They are so powerful you wouldn't even have to touch them to get electrocuted. Wow. These people, man. Yeah, no kidding. Wow. When you think about all the innocent people that could have died from just that one incident, you know? Yeah, no kidding. It's, in that previous post, we read that their goal isn't to, kill the counterinsurgents, their main effort anyway, but they sure don't mind. Yeah, they sure don't mind. They sure don't care when it happens. Yeah. I mean, they sure seem to be doing a lot of global warming out there these days. A lot of climate change happening with these arsonists, huh? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Climate change, arson. Oh, my gosh. Yeah,
Okay.
I saw a funny meme. It had Greta Thunberg, right? How dare you, right? That girl. And
How
she
could we
somebody
forget?
I can't, I'm trying to remember how it went, but she's saying something along the lines of like it's because of climate change, it made the arsonists light the fires or something stupid like that. Of course, I don't know. Somebody just put that in there, but I was like, that's what they're gonna be saying next.
Oh
Just
my
watch.
goodness.
All right.
Meatloaf gave her a piece of his mind.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's funny. Yeah, Meatloaf did.
Heck yeah, go
Yeah.
Meatloaf. I was just thinking about that because of somebody calling or saying that Joel looks like Meatloaf. I don't think that's
Yeah.
true at all. I don't.
I kind of regret doing Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Oh
Kidding.
goodness. They all
Okay.
do. They all do.
So
Right.
post 4702. This was dropped September 14th at 109. So it looks like an anon on the board says Portland FBI says there's no credibility to any of these claims. But then let's
Right.
check out this little graphic.
Good job, Portland FBI. You guys
Mm-hmm.
are doing real great and investigative work over there.
All right. Check it out. Check it out, guys. Y'all see this guy? The one with the F Trump shirt on? It's backwards.
Oh yeah, I see that.
See this guy? Well,
Who are these guys?
this guy,
Oh,
that
here
guy.
we go. Yeah, there's their IDs down
Yeah.
there.
Uh-huh. Yeah, some super sleuthing going on here. Check this guy. It's this guy. Boom. Boom. That's him there again. Look at that. Right there. Don't know who this is.
So, and this one is that. I wonder if that's were they arresting him there?
I don't
Or are they
know.
just questioning him?
But look at this. See this chainsaw right here?
Chainsaw, yeah.
Look.
And there's the
Mm,
cutting down the
power
power
poles
pole.
doing some damage to that. Yeah. This is an interesting graphic to check out, but yeah, let's get on here.
Yeah. All right. And let's see. So the next one, someone's congratulating the autist who made this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it looks like in post 4704, it's just a little more added onto that same graphic we just saw. There's more down at the bottom. Look at that. So
so yeah,
this
it shows
guy,
all of their names
right?
and everything, guys.
Yeah. My parole officer finally called me and asked about my unapproved visit to DC straight from her mouth. The FBI has been running your name and showing up on my computer. She told me she could have issued a warrant, but said this was my only freebie.
Great parole officer there.
Yeah, and look at
Good
this.
job.
Look at this. Let's get really zoomed in there. In violation of parole, going to DC to riot. Parole officer fail, needs to reassess. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, that's a
big
contrast to what I've heard about parole officers. I mean,
yeah.
Wow, just to give him a freebie like that. Great job.
Yeah.
Okay, moving on.
This
post 4705. So this is from yesterday at 6:20 p.m. And we have a YouTube video here. Is this the Andy No one?
Actually, I think that this one.
Oh, this is from the Patriot.
Yeah,
right?
This is from the Patriot. We'll actually link this. You guys can go check it out.
Yeah,
It's a really cool scene.
A classic scene. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Okay, so Q says Patriot. Noun, a person who loves, supports, and defends her country and its interests with devotion. A person who loves their country and, if necessary, fight for it. A person who vigorously supports their country and is prepared to defend it against enemies or detractors. A person who regards himself or herself as a defender, especially of individual rights against all enemies, foreign and domestic.
Yeah. Just curious, how many Patriots do we have in the chat right now?
Oh, we got a lot of Patriots in the chat.
Raise your hand or drop a P in the chat. Definitely. Let's get some.
Right on, guys.
Show some patriotic pride here, right? I mean, guys, we are taking back our country. We are taking back our country. We are all patriots.
Yeah, this next one, oh man.
So, okay, so we
I
got
can't use the words I want to use
right. That'd be kind of
to
colorful.
describe how I feel about this image in front of us.
Carrie, that would make a sailor blush.
Yeah, Mom would get mad, right, Mom?
All right, so we got post 4706. We got a graphic here of Antifa activists burning the American flag. Absolutely disgusting.
Absolutely horrible.
If you don't like it here, you can go to China. So Q says insurgency can be defined as the organized use of subversion and violence to seize, nullify, or challenge political control of a region. Domestic terrorism. That's exactly what's going on. Domestic terrorists. Antifa is like the very definition of domestic terrorists.
Yeah, just to do that, just to burn the flag like that, man. How does someone get to that point? You know, I don't even know.
I don't. It's disgusting.
Okay,
Just can't
so
believe
post
that.
4707. This was yesterday at 7:28 p.m. And this is a tweet. Q says, "Why are they provided safe haven by Democrats?" And can you click on that for me, Joel?
Twitter looks like it goes to the Daily Signal.
Oh yeah, this is pretty powerful, guys.
Yeah. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to hear that video.
It goes from the name and it flows down. They call themselves Antifa.
Give us a thumbs up, guys, if you can hear it.
They're a movement made up of radical extremists, anarchists, and communists. And they're agitating for a political revolution in the United States. They truly believe that they're part of the vanguard to achieve this. And violence is not a bug, it's a feature of the movement. My name is Andy No, and I'm an editor at Patriot magazine. You might recognize me as the person who was beaten and robbed.
Yep. Okay. Yep. It's good. Can hear the video.
Okay, good.
Possibly not know is how my family's experience informs and intersects with how I cover Antifa. Both my parents are from the former South Vietnam. They actually lived through a Marxist revolution. My father, as a young man, was to my mother, as a teenager, as an entire family, were relocated to a labor camp. Antifa views the United States.
Oh, and we're buffering.
Oh man.
Anyway, we'll link that, guys.
Oh, no,
I mean,
it's good, though.
Yeah, it is good, but it's buffering. I don't want to make you guys wait. So we'll just move on to post 4708. Q says, who is financing? Follow the pen. And we've got a link to, looks like Catherine Herridge over there at CBS. All right, so Catherine Herridge, whistleblower Portland protests breaking. According to this DHS Gov internal email obtained, former acting Undersecretary for Intelligence and Analysis Brian Murphy wrote colleagues on July 25th that the Portland violence was not opportunistic but organized, citing what? Let's take a look at this.
It continues right there.
Yeah, let's Nope, that's not what I want to do. Go
if
back.
you want to make it bigger, we have it saved.
Oh, do we have it saved?
But we'd have to
Okay.
search for it.
Anarchists or Antifa read, we can't say any longer that this violent situation is opportunistic. Additionally, we have overwhelming intelligence regarding the ideologies driving individuals toward violence, plus why the violence has continued. A core set of threat actors are organized and show up night after night and share common TTPs.
That's
tactics, techniques, and procedures. Threat actors who are motivated by anarchists or Antifa or a combination of both ideologies to carry out acts of violence against state, local, and federal authorities.
Sorry, guys.
Carrie's that person in the movie theater who doesn't silence her phone in case you guys noticed.
Oh, goodness.
Oh,
Okay,
hey, welcome,
so-
Richard Fulton. Glad you're here.
Hello. Welcome. Okay, so this was from back, I think it was July 25th. Can you scroll up, Joel? So
Yeah.
he sent this out to his team on the 25th. So remember how at first when this all started, they were calling it opportunistic. So this is basically him telling his entire team that they have overwhelming evidence that it's all planned, it's all coordinated, and it's Antifa.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, interesting.
Why is no one else reporting on this?
Why?
Thank you, Catherine Herridge,
We want answers.
for reporting on this.
Yeah.
Because, yeah.
Oh, welcome, vaccine damaged veteran. Yep, stay vigilant. Things are heating up. Where we go one, we go all. Okay, so next post. Oh, yeah, okay. These next four, I think, were names,
so we've got
right?
a series of names here, starting with Julian Assange, and then we have Seth Rich. And then we have John Brennan. And then it says Guccifer 2.0. Now, it had been a while since I had heard that term, so Joel had to remind me today what that is about.
So it's been a minute, and I'm trying to remember. I know our brother Beer put a video out that was really good about that, about somebody talking about Guccifer 2. And I'd have to find the video because I don't want to get it wrong. But what I believed, if I remember correctly, Guccifer was some individual within the CIA. They were saying that they were hacked or something. Was that right? They were saying they were hacked, but it turns out that it was
the one that was an internal.
Yeah, it was an internal download.
And it was internal. They were able to prove based on, whatever like techie stuff, they could tell that it was an internal download.
from the geek squad they hired.
Obviously, I'm not a member of that squad. Nerd, yes. Geek, no. And yes, there's a difference.
Yeah, but
okay, so yeah. Interesting. So I get why Julian Assange and Seth Rich are on there. Now, why would John Brennan be included with them? I'm not sure about that. So we know that recent post that came out was John Brennan Treason, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Brennan, so I've been keeping track of, just things that happen each day. And yesterday on the 14th, Brennan, along with Vindman, came out and spoke some horrible words against Trump. So that was interesting that happened yesterday, and he's on this Q post from last night.
Must somehow tie into these others, but I mean, we'll do some more digging on that and find out, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Okay, so next up we have post 4713 dropped 14th of September.
And you know what? We've been so busy, guys. We haven't even looked at these last few. So
right. And I know the thing says post 14th through the 15th, guys, but it actually should have been 13th through the 14th because there's none for the 15th that I see.
That's all right. We can always change that. Just a minor technicality.
All right. So this post here, we've got an anon posting on the board. It looks like this is Bill Binney regarding Mueller team deleting text messages. This won't do. If government wants those messages, all they have to do is go to NSA Stellarwind database and pull them out all SMS going over the cell network and captured and stored forever. Devin Nunes knows this. Yeah, this is what we've been saying, what Q's been saying. We have everything. You guys smashed your phones, bleach bitted them, did everything you can, but there's a carbon copy of it in the NSA. Like, these people are so dumb.
Exactly. Not gonna work. It's already, they have it all. All right, so we have a couple tweets here. Let's check out that first.
So I think that might have been actually that was probably the one that was pulled from. Yeah, so that was the one. Gotcha. That was the one it was pulled from. Let's send that out there and retweet that. Okay, and then the YouTube video.
On the ground floor of the Trump-Russia investigation, he has long warned viewers on this program about DC leakers and corruption.
Wow, this is like over 7 minutes.
Countdown to Socialism, which is on store shelves right now. Congressman, good morning to you. Thank you so much for joining us. I want to talk a bit about what's taking place this week. We learned that more than a dozen government-issued phones used by Mueller's team during the Russia probe were wiped clean.
Yeah, I'm going to stop it because the video is kind of shoddy. But anyway, guys. Yeah, can you imagine knowing all of that, being Nunes, knowing all that, they did all that, and he's like, yeah, but I know that there's copies of it at the NSA. Like,
Mhm.
how many people would not know that?
Right.
I mean, well, obviously there's a lot of people that don't. I mean,
Well, yeah, I
understand.
guess so. I mean, they sure made an effort there.
Yeah, they sure did.
Q says already done.
Yep.
It's already done.
Stellar Wind. That's right. Yeah,
Already
Stellar Wind
done.
has it all.
Yep.
No, you know what? I haven't heard anything else vaccine about the cutie show.
Except that it's still on
Except
Netflix
that it's still on
because
Netflix.
yeah, we
But
have, okay,
it's
we're
but yeah.
hashtag cancel Netflix.
Yeah,
Cancel
hashtag
your
cancel Netflix.
guys. It is
They
still on
suck.
there. The last I saw was that as of yesterday, Netflix had lost $9 billion since they have refused to take it down.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's a good, that's a positive.
Yeah.
So I hope they continue to lose money on that one. And at least 6 or 7 people that I know personally have canceled their Netflix accounts.
Yeah.
So
And
yeah,
look
they're gonna
what
lose even
Q
more
says
money.
though, the end of this already done.
I
Like
just
it's
said that.
oh, I didn't know. Okay. Sorry, I was
Y'all heard me
still
right?
multitasking. I'm sure you did. I believe you.
Already done.
Wow. You want to take that last post?
Hold the line, riders. Justice is coming. Q.
Yeah. Guys, this is something we have been fighting for. Oh, hey, Lima Beans, good to see you.
Hello, hello.
Yeah, we've been waiting for justice for so long, guys, and all of us fighting, all of us Anons, Patriots, digital soldiers, proud deplorables. We've been fighting and fighting and holding the line, guys. We are that, I guess, counterinsurgency.
We're the counterinsurgents.
We're the
guys.
digital soldiers, guys. We are fighting back. We are
Mhm.
fighting back, and we have the military on our side.
Exactly.
And that's
So,
quite a lot.
Looks like Lima Beans, you got here just in time for us to say goodbye.
Oh man, that
You'll
sucks.
have to go back and watch.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
is like fourth attempt. We were having technical
We
difficulties
did
this
have
night.
a lot of difficulties.
There was
this
a lot
evening.
of
Yeah.
a lot of technical difficulties.
All right, so that catches us up on the Q post for the last couple days.
Yep, exactly.
So yeah, guys, continue to track what happens in these next few days.
That's right.
We're
keep
just
tracking.
waiting. So kind of a waiting game now for us.
Very big waiting game.
Yep.
So this will do it for our coverage for tonight, guys. If anything else comes out tomorrow, we'll be sure to get on that. And if not, then we will keep you posted. By the way, did anybody watch the signing of the Abraham Accords today?
Oh yeah, huge thing that happened today. Oh my gosh. So yeah,
kind of a big deal.
Yeah, so this was a declaration of peace between Israel, the United Arab Emirates, and Bahrain, right? I mean, this is like historic, amazing, incredible things happening there. And did you hear what Nancy Pelosi had to say about it?
Probably nothing good. Anytime she opens her mouth, her dentures either almost fly out or it's just garbage.
Said she made it sound like, well, we've been waiting for this, about time. He finally does it. And then she says,
we've been waiting for this.
Trump's distraction. She says that he's doing this as a distraction so that we won't see how he's, a climate arsonist.
Oh my word.
Basically, like, of all the ridiculous things that you can come up with to say about Trump this is historic, declaration of peace, a peace agreement. And she says he's distracting us.
Wow. Yeah, well,
but he's not distracting those who watch the mainstream news because they're not seeing that. They have no idea that these peace agreements have even been signed.
I know, and that's sad. That's very sad. They have no idea they've been signed. Yeah. If any of you guys need to get a hold of us or want to get a hold of us, you can email us at quietvoiceoftruth@gmail.com.
I was thinking, well, I don't know. There's just so much going on. Never mind.
Yeah. If you guys want to help us out, you can go over and check our Teespring, get a gold Q shirt. We'll have more stuff coming soon. Is there anything else you wanted to add? Anything that you remember from happening yesterday or today?
No, I was just going to say, I was thinking that we could put out an episode just kind of talking about how we got into this whole Q thing and why we're doing what we're doing.
Mm-hmm.
If Q continues to post like they have been, we won't have time to do that anytime in the near future. But if you're interested in that, guys, let us know. Drop us an email or leave us a comment. Yeah, it's kind of an interesting story. So thought we might share that one of these
Yeah,
days.
absolutely. Absolutely. But
I think that's it for tonight,
yeah,
though.
we're gonna call it good here. Yeah, if you
Yeah.
happen to be new here, if you're enjoying our content, please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, toggle the notification bell. That way
Mhm.
you'll be notified when we put out videos and when we go live and it's not messed up. Uh,
But thank you for everyone who
That's right.
notified us that
Yeah.
you couldn't hear us, because
Absolutely.
otherwise we would have been talking for an hour
That's
and a half,
right.
and
So
no one would have heard us.
Patriots and odds and digital soldiers and proud deplorables, please do not forget, where we go one,
We go all. Love you, Patriots. Good night,
Good
and stay
night.
safe out there.